Hey guys, so in this video I want to go over 3 things I learned by making the Pokemon Go database. Now, I made probably 15 or 16 different websites leading up to this site, and I knew this game was going to be big because I've wanted it for so long. So about maybe 6 to 8 months prior, I started researching the game. It was in beta, and I started making guides about it. And I knew they would be tweaked, so I made them kind of in Excel so I'd be able to adjust them once the actual game came out. Um, Now, just a little bit of background of what actually happened here. So I made the game, I made the site, and shortly after it was released on July 6th in 2016, it was released in Australia, then US, and then I'll just read you this little excerpt here from my About Us page. The Pokemon Go database went from receiving a few hundred visitors per day to literally thousands overnight. Many authority sites such as Polygon and Forbes linked articles to Pokemon Go database, which helped the sudden surge in traffic. This significant jump in daily visitors was definitely not anticipated, but welcomed nonetheless. So it was absolutely insane. July, that whole month. And I'll go to the stats here. In this month alone, I had almost 24 million views. In total, 48.4 million. And almost 5,000, 4,500 comments. So the first thing I learned from making this is the power of exponential growth. And once certain people got a hold of it and the articles started being written about the site, it just exploded. And this, along with the many links that I set up on the site, where you could look for a grass Pokemon, and it shows you the whole list of them. And everything was connected. You can go to the next Pokemon here, which would be Ivysaur. I had the stamina, the attack, the defense, and everything was linked to different pages. So, number of pages, I had probably, let me actually see how many posts I had. I had 700 posts, and that multiplied, each person probably viewed 3 or 4, which resulted in that 78, almost 80 million views. So the first thing I learned is that, anything online here, you make a site, you make an app, you make anything, it could easily just blow up. And it could happen with a YouTube channel, which actually just happened to one of my videos that was posted on Reddit by a user. So just keep trying and eventually you'll have success. Like I said, I had 15 videos and I had 15 websites, and then finally this one took off. The other ones really didn't. They did okay, but nowhere close to, what the site did. So just keep going, and just if you think something's going to work, just keep trying, failing until you succeed. And especially anything on the internet, things could, you know, if they catch fire, they can catch fire quick and blow up. Um, Number two. So I only had experience really with like HTML and Microsoft Excel. So I made this whole site using Excel, which was okay with updating, but I really should have learned PHP with a SQL database. If you're going to do any kind of these like database type sites with like hundreds of different things you have to update, especially when the game could update different stats or attack or CP or whatever the case may be, you need a quick way to update it because everyone's going to want instant updates. And I was really doing this somewhat manually for every page, and it just got to be too much. But luckily, the game, you can see here from the stats, it is Where am I here? Last 7 days, all time. You could see after July, it kind of just started slowly declining, and then by like the following year, it was much lower than it started out as. So the ability to update things more quickly, other sites were had better experience with from than me, and they were able to turn that into quick updates, and then people started going to those sites instead, and I couldn't keep up with manually doing this and then my job. So number two would be learning PHP and using that to link between the website and the SQL database, so I could have constant updates and quick updates. So that's number two. So the third thing I learned was make content based on timeless topics. So if you're going to put in the work up front, you want to make sure that people are going to be looking at it or need that information like going later on. So that's why I'm starting to focus my channel more on Neopets, which has been around forever. People say it's dying, but it still has an active user base 20 years later. Same thing with Diablo 2 and just investing in general. Everyone's going to want to invest for years to come. So those are all topics that will last a lifetime. So what I did was make mistakes for previous websites I made, and they focused on, trending games, but then they died out and then people stopped going to the site. So if you're going to put in the work up front and a lot of work, you want to focus on topics such as investing, and I think Neopets, because that's been around. I didn't even realize it's still going strong after all these years. And in addition, Diablo 2 and any of these like timeless games. World of Warcraft is going to be around forever with these updates. And those are really my 3 points and three things I've learned from making the Pokemon Go database. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. But I've definitely learned a lot through many failures and some successes. But just keep persevering and you'll have success. So thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions or comments.